Clip, clap, clap. Drop the beat. God, not the Legos.
Not the Legos, damn it. Son of a bitch.
It'd be funny if
Hey
you,
guys, what is up? So hi Aaron, how are you? We're on a
hello.
new episode
Which one?
of the Aaron and John show. I know, because we do so many shows,
called?
Aaron. The place that we do, like what we do here
In the
is-
studio.
in the hub, in the studio, is magic.
We call it the UN because of all the flags.
It is kind of is like a UN meeting.
It's kind of like the FUN.
Yeah.
Fuck the United Nations.
Yeah. F them.
Fuck those people trying to help everybody.
Yeah, that's what I say. And I can actually might be able to hear myself now. Oh my God.
Yeah, you can.
Wow.
Do that again.
Hello.
This is nothing to them.
Wow.
No, now it doesn't work.
Well, because I just plugged it in. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Wow, I had it in the wrong hole. So like,
What?
like normal, guys. It's no big deal. No big deal. But
looking for pink, found brown. Whoopsie.
oh,
I don't know how to make that into an analogy. Looking for blood, found oil. Is that something? No.
Right.
All right.
so
It's pink and stink.
like
fuck
sometimes on this great podcast that we do, we have a guest,
Every once in a while.
and this is one of those awesome times.
Every time we get a new president.
We come and we bring a new guest
we
on.
bring a new guest on.
And so this week
5 years ago.
we have someone who goes way back with us.
Way back.
Back probably like close to the beginning, right? Wouldn't you say that?
Give or take, yeah.
Give or take.
2015-ish.
And then
Back in the apartment.
Believe it or not, it was actually right after Halloween too.
Halloween 2.
God, that was an old
Rob
show.
Zombie?
The movie.
That was our old show. That was the old
Yeah, it was
beer,
the BNF.
beer and friendship show.
The Bugs and Friends.
That,
Right,
you know, it's
5
just like a little
years.
bit like has to be poured out for our homies there on that one. That was we did over 100 episodes of that shit,
Way too many.
Aaron.
I know. And only
And
one time.
we don't
was-
remember any of them because we got so
No,
drunk and they were
we
fucking
don't.
7 hours
No,
long.
I know. It's a nightmare. Real marathons. But this fellow was on one of them. This is my cousin and confidant, Quentin Seymour. Everybody give it up for Quentin. If you feel like
Hi,
you don't have
Quentin.
to.
How are you?
I'm
Quentin's,
wonderful. How are you guys?
Quentin is unique as a podcast guest because he's not a comic, which is so refreshing
No.
to be the funniest person in the room.
It's
and the
got to
only
be.
funny person in the room. That's why I do this. That's why I invited Quentin, is so that I would be the only comedian here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just to let everybody who will potentially watch
Get in
this know, I am one of the most boring people you guys
sucks.
will meet. But
Terrible fucking nightmare. Way to say it in the beginning of the show.
I greatly appreciate.
It would have been cool if you like lit their asses on fire for an hour and a half and then were like, I'm pretty boring. They'd be like, what? No, you're not. You just said some really great stuff.
No, I'm trying to just let them know.
Yeah, you got to start
Ahead
low
of
before
time.
you climb back
ahead
up.
of time.
You got to dig yourself a hole.
Yes.
And so, Quentin, what do you do? What do you? What's your life?
What's your 411?
What's your 401k like?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, I go to work.
What time?
You're KC Chief, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the wolf.
Yes, Casey Wolf.
Mhm.
That's a part-time gig.
Sure. Yeah. Once
Only
a
on
week.
the weekends. Yes.
Home
But
games.
no,
Home games.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
No, I start at 7,
Mhm.
so get off at 3:30, come home, am immediately on dad duty 90% of the time.
Takes care of his dad.
And yeah. He's falling apart at the seams.
Mark,
Yes.
get it together, you old.
Oh no.
I work with him all day and then, go home and take care of him.
Yeah, it's a family business.
But, yeah,
home care.
Carly
The wife.
basically, yes, my wife, works opposite hours of me
Mhm.
and
God.
is also a full-time
Is
student.
she at work right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
Today and tomorrow are her.
What does she
days
do
off.
now?
So
Wasn't she working at like an animal place?
when I first met her, she was actually still a student in high school.
Yeah, great job.
Yep. She
Way to do
she
that.
graduated like
creep.
a month after I met her. Then she went and worked at Casey Pet Project, and then Banfield Animal Hospital, and now she works at Backpay.
Oh, great. Okay, cool.
She was a waitress there, and she really is good at what she does, no matter what she puts her mind to.
Way to say that with confidence.
Good things to say about your wife.
Conviction.
Well,
She's really good.
she advances very quickly wherever she goes.
How did she take the motherhood?
Great. She yeah.
A fucking dumb question.
Yeah, she wasn't sure that
As if
she
she
ever
was
even
bad
wanted
with the
kids.
first one, then she was like, "Oh well, we're gonna have another one."
We're gonna do it again.
He's got 2 fucking kids,
You have
and
2
he's like
kids?
22.
You're 22 with 2 kids.
I had like
Nice.
28 or something.
I'm 27.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm like 22. I'm like you're not that much younger than we are. I'm like
No. I'm
like- feels like
27
forever.
with 2 kids and
And a
one
wife.
on the way.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Another boy.
Congratulations.
Another boy in February.
Cool.
Thank you.
Really fielding that.
3
that
boys.
baseball team.
Yeah.
This is
got
gonna
a
be
good
short. This is
bullpen
the
on
shortstop. This is gonna be the
Yeah,
shortstop.
this
one?
is the best one of the bunch
Okay.
for sure. It's always the third boy or like the last boy that's the best. I've noticed.
Well, not only will it be the last boy, it will be the last child.
God, I hope so.
Are you gonna get Are you gonna get a vasectomy?
Oh,
Chopping my dick off.
if I was stupid about it, I would do it before the baby even got here. But due to
COVID.
possible
COVID.
complications, nobody knowing the outcome,
If you got COVID in your dick,
I better wait.
if you got COVID in your, would your come out like
It would probably come out like speaking Chinese.
would your
or something.
wiener cough?
Nobody would know because
You wouldn't tell anyone.
none of that happens. So it would just be me. I would be reaping the
When you jerk off in the toilet every time you come back from work before you
Yes.
go on dad duty.
yes.
I get it.
When I put the kids down for a nap.
Yeah, and then you go in for a sap.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was trying to say. Sap? Is that what you call jerking off now? This is what trees come.
Sap.
Yeah.
I'm just sapping around.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Trees come
Sapping
sap.
here, sapping there.
Carly,
Oh,
please
oh,
watch
shit, what
this.
where
Lori,
we
you can
are.
watch this.
Hopefully
What a
it
fucking
has
dumb fucking thing. Yeah, get a vasectomy. Good lord. Our family is like treacherous with saying you're not going to have any more kids than popping 5 more out. Mostly my sister.
Yes. Yeah, well, the Buckler side is pretty notorious for it.
Yeah.
But I'm smarter than that, so we
Yeah,
are
you say
we
that
are going to
after
stop
you have your
now.
third child in your before you're 30.
Well, and what's funny is I used to joke with Carly about she was always 2 and done. And then I would joke with her and say,
It's
"Oh,
amazing
come
that
on,
you
know
managed
you
to-
want a third."
You're just trying to fuck her for the third time. you
Well, I was
creep.
just
Good lord.
for the third time since we've met. But then once the second child got here, I was like, all joking aside, we were right, 2 and done. And she's like, well, and that's when the third got brought up as an idea.
Ooh.
And then brought up as a reality. The petri dish.
I don't even know if it's necessarily anything involving the reality. Basically, I gave in on that one because it was
Yeah,
not
you
worth
gave
the
in.
fight.
Of course you gave in.
It wasn't
Gave
worth
in
the
her.
fight.
Yeah,
Monster.
of course you gave up. You came.
So Quentin was talking about when he did the Beer and Friendship show a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
How because he and Carly were just starting to date, I guess, right?
Yeah,
Basically.
we were only together for a matter of months.
Yeah,
at
you're
that
going
point.
steady, but not too steady.
Yeah.
And then you kept mentioning on the podcast in all of our drunken stupors, he was smashed. And I was fucking legally dead, and you were high as a kite in space. And I had to add the in space because you're pretty high. So
Makes sense.
Quentin, tell John what he kept saying to you.
Well, basically, one of my only memories from that show was you first asking if I would come inside her.
Oh.
And I just kind of glanced over that, kind of left it alone, and then you just kept asking.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Mindset.
Do you come inside her?
You coming in?
With the reddest
So-
eyes
no,
you've ever
I
seen.
do not.
So
Her eyes are bleeding. Coming inside her.
since I kept asking, I don't remember. So do you come in her?
I mean, now, yeah,
Good,
I have
nice,
2 kids.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Only 3 times though.
3 times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you
We
chose
do
these-
not.
Condone sex.
Yeah, it's actually very.
Yeah, it's
there's a sheet
It's
between
only
us.
it's only
not
for
good
Christmas
for the household
and Halloween.
and you only
the
do
farm.
it when you are
Yeah.
trying to create something.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You
And
can't
we
spill
we
your
want everyone
seed.
to know that is what we believe here on the Aaron and John show. Nothing less, nothing more. That's exactly what we believe.
The only
So-
person who ever came on the ground and a person popped out of there like a plant was God.
That was it. That was exactly.
How do you think Adam and Eve showed up?
Think about
Fun fact, Eve was made from a rib. Hey God, pull out 2 of them ribs out of old Adam and he could suck his own dick. Doesn't even need those chicks. Come on, dog. I wrote that joke 4 years ago and now it's back in circulation. Let's do it.
So we're about like almost 11 minutes in. So should we do like a actual hard open now?
Oh, sure.
All right. So I have a video, guys.
I forgot what show we were doing.
I know, right? It does. We're all the same. They all kind of blend together. So I have a video here that I wanted to share with y'all, and then, how we do is we'll do a video, do the intro song, and then we'll kind of go back into it.
Perfect.
And
We
so
kind of do the intro song from Growing Pains, but play it backwards.
exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. Everywhere you look, it's
Alright.
backwards.
Up to 95% of Asians lack the gene ABCC11, which is responsible for body odor and wet earwax. A lot of Asians rarely smell and have dry earwax. What are your thoughts? Post your comments.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys, this is the Aaron and John show. With your hosts, Aaron and
But I've watched a lot of videos about like day in the life of Japan people, like Japanese people, and and not once did it show them putting deodorant on.
Huh.
What a lucky bunch, man.
I know. I never knew about this. Did you have any idea that that this was a thing?
Similar to Aaron, I have heard that they have very limited body odor, but
I'm the brown person
just-
here. I should
just
know this more than you
Rumors
guys.
found in balloons. We just fucking popped the balloons and then it said,
Like Asian
yeah.
fact.
Sometime like
you find it in a fortune cookie.
Well, you crack open a fortune cookie and it's like, don't tell anybody, but
Fun fact.
we don't have to buy deodorant.
What?
Old Spice doesn't exist here.
Okay.
According to my dad, Asians are biologically smarter, but only a few. That's why they do math so good, is what he said. My dad's stupid.
This makes sense.
But he's
this is also
cool
another
as
thing
hell.
that makes sense.
My dad's dumb as fucking cool as hell. Yeah, I think that's interesting. I'm glad that they played that over a pickup game with Jeremy Lin.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty
You
cool.
saw that? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I like the video so much was the fact there's just like Asian people just shooting basketballs.
You know what they
from like
you
a
know,
very far distance away, creeper style.
You know what they call Lin?
What?
Lin in the streets, sin in the sheets. You know what I mean? He fucks a lot because he's rich and tall.
Asian.
Beautiful man.
How tall is Lynn?
He's like 6'7", probably.
I think he's like
He's
6'3".
no Yao. He's no Yao. He's got to be 6'7".
No,
He got into some shit with what was his fucking name? Guy who used to play for the Nuggets. Keon or something. Motherfucker. But one time Jeremy Lin had cornrows in, right?
Uh-huh.
And this what's his fucking name? It's not Keyshawn Johnson. He was a football player. Key something. Played with the Nuggets when Carmelo was over there. And he said on his Instagram, "Hey Jeremy Lin, don't wear cornrows. You're not black."
right.
And then Jeremy Lin shot back and was like, "Yeah, man, culture is something that some people can take and honor and respect and stuff." And then he pointed out that the basketball player who bitched about him having cornrows had Japanese writing tattooed on him. And then guess who didn't respond?
Oh, the guy who said the guy with the Asian tattoos.
Keon Martin or something.
Nice.
What's the fuck? Kmart. That's his nickname.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting. I thought it was kind of the ABCCC11 gene. It was like what the fuck? Like what kind of?
It must
And
be
it
one of
sounds
the-
like a store that you'd see over in
Absolutely.
in China or Japan.
The ABCC.
The ABC store. You never heard of the ABC store?
The ABC store, I think, is a store that they use on military bases.
Might be.
Like
Well, I know
Leavenworth.
because in Hawaii, like they're all over the place in Hawaii.
Piggly Wiggly is also one.
That is true. That is one too. There's
Kroger.
also a lot of pigs there.
Ton of pigs. Well, it's in some of the fattest states. Mississippi.
Butt ton pigs.
Mississippi. Did you see this thing that this GOP guy? You're gonna get into this sooner or later. He was on Twitter and he was like, Mississippi needs to succeed from the country with Joe Biden's winning the presidency.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know how to spell secede, and he said succeed. So it might. Who knows? Mississippi kind of stinks, but
they're changing their flag apparently.
yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, that was like
good.
Only took
Their
20.
state flag.
Yeah, the one that had the Confederate flag on it.
They're doubling down and putting 2 Confederate flags on it.
Yep.
Instead of just one.
What they're doing, they're making it like one normal, the other one's backwards.
Yeah.
So it's
stars and bars, baby.
Yeah.
What a bunch of pieces of shit. Yeah, what are we talking about? Let's do a thing. Ring, ring, ring.
The one of the first things that we had to talk about was like how being an adult. How's being
Quentin's
an adult
a
like?
real adult.
Yeah, you're like Aaron and I are
artists,
losers, you could say.
Dandies.
I don't have an artistic bone in my body.
You're not missing
draw.
much. You're not missing much.
You drew.
I can draw.
Can you draw like a tattoo you've got?
No, I wanted to, but
Next time
you'll quickly learn that tattoo artists don't like to
That's true.
take your tattoo drawings because then they can't claim it as their own.
Especially if it's a big fucking Grim Reaper or whatever.
Yeah.
You got.
Yeah, he totally took that idea and flipped it around.
Yeah,
so
he just made the Grim Reaper gay.
Yeah, it looks like a woman.
He's got a purple robe on. He's a royal.
It should not have a face. It should just be blacked out, but
It's
it
got a
has
face?
eyes.
Why don't you just black it out?
Yeah, when you get it covered.
Ooh,
Go
doesn't
somewhere
look like
else.
A woman.
Yeah.
Doesn't look bad though.
Why don't you just fill that in black like a Reaper would be? And he said, no.
He said no. That sounds like something that an artist would say.
Yeah. Grim look like a lady. Bow, bow. Yeah, so you got kids, you got a wife, you got a real job, you got a house. You live
The
in a
whole
suburb
kit and
of a major
caboodle.
city in
So you have
America.
where do you live, Ms. Weston?
No.
Why?
Not yet. You haven't lived there yet.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna retire there, right?
in
You're gonna
time.
you're gonna go back to the promised land.
That is a negative.
Wow. Okay.
Get out.
Okay, so I love you both, and I love all the people that I have grown up with. But
All of them?
they're
Some of them suck.
sometimes.
Some of them are
sometimes.
terrible idiots.
Is it as
But-
racist as it was back then? It's gotten worser. It's gotten way worse, right?
Way worse. You're talking like them. It's way worse.
All I know is I never wanted to be the person who graduated and within 3 to 10 years still be the kid that ends up at the bunkhouse every weekend and potentially on weeknights. And I have just seen it too many times.
A lot of feathers. Our fan base is strictly bunkhouse related.
Yeah, thanks. You just like killed the whole. They're probably gonna turn it off now.
Dude, that
Well-
would be so funny if there was actually like a dip in listeners at like the 18-minute mark.
Yeah. Like, all right, it's all right. We're at we were okay with everything.
There
we
is
talked
nothing
about.
wrong with the bunkhouse.
The bunkhouse live streams
I
this
just-
every week.
It is my personal preference to not be that person.
Yeah, no,
I mean, I could become a barfly, which also will not happen.
There's no good bars in Gladstone.
But I would rather do it at a different bar.
Where are you gonna hang
Right,
out?
okay, that's fair.
Boomers.
That's totally fair.
Fucking hang out at Boomers or
Brewtop, maybe.
yeah. I guess if I'm thinking
Hardcore
like
Cafe,
hardcore. Oh, is that the one off? Fuck yeah.
70 seconds.
It's by the fucking bowling alley.
Yeah.
Even when I lived there,
I've never been to it. I just am naming bars that
Brewtop
I've
is
potentially
kind of
seen.
I wouldn't say brewed just because like it's not like a fucking hole in the wall shithole like
No, it's
like the hideout is.
it's in a
You been to
strip.
the hideout
No,
off North Oak. I got in a fight there once.
as you know, I really don't drink
I know.
unless it is
Good for you.
socially or on a podcast,
Mhm.
like with you.
I can't believe you didn't bring like one beer.
No, I actually kind of expected you to have them,
I haven't drank it over a
but
month.
that's okay because
I don't drink during the week.
Yeah.
I've been I've lived
We're
in
all-
my house now
we're like
for
adults.
5 years, and I think I've bought beer twice.
Both
and
times when I
half
came
the
over.
beers went bad.
Yeah.
So yeah,
How do you
it's,
get
it's
beer
just
that
not.
goes
It's not for me.
Beer's already bad.
Yeah.
It's supposed to get
How
better.
do you make it worse? What
You-
do you do to it?
You let it sit in a refrigerator for
6
Years.
years.
over a year.
Yeah, that's true. That'll do it. Those things.
That doesn't go bad. You ferment it. He had beer.
I had beer like that, and I gave
from
I gave
3
some
years
to Aaron.
ago, and I
gave it to
drank
him.
it, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, you still got drunk. You can
I
still
mean,
get
it
drunk.
wasn't great.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, it doesn't taste the best.
The Bud
You still
Light
get
was
drunk off
bad,
it.
but the
Oh,
wheat was
well,
good.
yes, you will get drunk off it.
If it's
but
like an actual real beer, it'll get better.
have you heard what makes beer go bad?
What
Potentially,
Fungus.
like when it comes to like why
I'll tell you what makes
why
beer go
beer
bad. My
is in
wife.
dark bottles,
Oh yeah.
because the light will
Yeah, the light
actually
penetrates.
make it go bad.
The ones in lighter bottles, like green bottles, go bad quicker.
Speaking of which,
Or like
just so you all
Smell
know,
off.
the fun time I had before I came here tonight, I deep cleaned my refrigerator with my wife.
yeah.
Because that's the type of stuff you do.
What'd
What do
you
you guys
find?
talk about?
And we threw
Oh yeah.
4 or 5 Heinekens away that had been left in the fridge that I never drank.
For years.
At least.
So, what do you guys talk about during this time?
My wife and I?
Yeah,
God.
it's a good question. I don't remember what we did. I have not a fucking clue, John. That's a good question. That's a goddamn good one. Well,
I
it
mean,
could
when
have
we
been-
talk.
Oh, you guys
it's-
just sit there. You guys. So okay, at nighttime. So at nighttime, like, do you guys have a TV in your bedroom?
No.
Okay. Oh, so you guys are you guys?
You still have my
It's
old
like
TV.
it's nighttime. We're gonna go to sleep, wash our face, like wash our hands, do what you got to do, brush your teeth, and then you just like, all right, good night, and you just like turn the lights off and just fall asleep.
Put the kids
Okay,
down.
Or do you guys talk?
So-
Do you guys talk and fall asleep?
What's your nightly routine?
Yeah.
To go back to what we were talking about earlier, she, since she started working at Backpay,
So is she like a bartender then now?
well, she was a server,
Mhm.
and then the COO of the company was basically begging her for months to become a manager. And she kept saying no because it's just not practical for us. We have kids, and that would require her to be gone for 50 hours a week.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, just, figure something out. She's like, well, how do
Well,
you?
come on,
She's
do
like,
it.
how do
Well,
you
fuck
do it?
off. Do it.
She's like, how do you do it? Like, who
Yeah.
watches your kids? He's like, well, my wife stays home.
Uh,
She goes, okay, there you go.
there you go.
You're asking me to be a manager, and my husband works 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you can potentially figure it out. So after he got over that, he came back to her and basically told her to name her price.
Really?
And so now she makes as much as I do.
That's crazy.
But
Good job.
and in
Yeah.
doing so, she's able to
Quit
kind
sooner.
of create her own schedule.
Oh, really?
So
Cool.
she kind of did it to a point where
You got
the
total
only
control.
time we have to find somebody to watch the kids is for 4 hours at a time
Yeah.
for 3 days a week.
Does your mom ever come down?
Yes, my mom
Dope.
occasionally has like Thursday, Fridays if
She have a job?
that work. No.
I didn't think so. I
And
figured
then
she was
her
done.
godmother takes the Monday, Tuesday shifts.
Mm.
But it all works out. I feel bad for my kids because it's almost like being in a divorced family
Sure.
in the same house.
Yeah.
Mom's home during the day, dad's home at night.
Get it.
Wake
do it
up
while
and it
they're
all goes over again.
do it while they're fucking young, and
Yeah.
then when they're like 10 and 11, and actually start worrying about like emotional shit.
We'll see. And that
It all kind of impacts them probably. I don't know how kids act, but I know like seeing my oldest nephew have to deal with all the shit he's got to deal with. Like now it's like manifesting.
Unfortunately, he has never had a solid lifestyle until Judy and
No,
Carol.
his lifestyle is garbage. All
But-
he does is play Fortnite, which is pretty cool. But
Video games are awesome.
yeah, video games are dope. You play any video games anymore? You got a Switch?
I have a Switch.
You had one?
I have.
Oh, good. What do you
And
got? Kids play?
The kids don't play the video games. They do
They read
watch
books.
TV
They read
and
books,
whatnot,
yeah.
but
They-
my wife is very much a stickler on they shouldn't be watching as much TV as they do.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, we
TV's cool.
we have our
Carly?
fights from time to time.
TV's for the birds.
How are you gonna watch this fucking thing? You still got my old TV
You gotta have TV.
in the basement?
Your TVs are the only TVs I've ever owned. I have your
about
48-inch
that other one, yeah.
TV mounted above my fireplace.
Oh, you guys put it up finally?
Yep.
Cool. I thought it always looked weird right in front of the fireplace.
Yeah, I had to run my own electrical up above my
Oh, you had
fireplace to do so.
stuff.
So,
Wow, in your own house. Fucking God. Yeah.
oh, you should see.
Sorry,
the house.
I
It
gave you.
is-
How much did you pay for that? Did you pay me for that? $100 or something?
I don't think I paid you. You were going to Arizona, and you were like, "Here,"
All right.
and you gave me your DVDs,
Coulda
which I
swore-
also have.
Did I do that to you?
Yeah. You're
Oh.
like, I'll get them back when I come back, and then you never asked for them.
Yeah, DVDs kind of died. I'm
Yeah.
glad you're stuck
Yeah.
in the past.
Yeah.
And then my old TV from like
That was
2003.
That was in
It's a
our
kid's
bedroom
TV
at one
now.
time. I actually think we gave that away to Goodwill.
Well,
It was like 22 inches.
yeah, I was like 20 years old.
That too.
We got that when my mom.
But it never
finally
got used.
My mom finally got disability, and my brother and I were like recipients of it too, and it was Backpay, so we got like fucking like $1,500 one day when we were like 13. We're like, fuck yeah, we're gonna go buy a bunch of cool stuff.
It's crazy
just went
how
to-
far
Went to
technology has
Sam's-
come.
I know, it's wild. It's great.
with TVs.
We wouldn't be able to do this stupid thing.
I just
ever.
finished a job where I had to hang a 65-inch TV in a room for somebody, and it was 36 pounds.
Oh, for sure.
I was
have a
able
50
to just pick the entire
Yeah.
TV up and just hang it on the wall.
I have a 52-inch. It's the easiest thing I've ever moved in my life.
It's crazy.
I'm talking about my hog.
Your 48 that you
My
gave me
enormous cock.
is
Yeah.
ridiculously heavy.
I know, dude. It sucks.
And trying to walk that up a 6-foot step ladder to hang it on the wall is
I can't believe you haven't
ridiculous.
upgraded, dude. The 52-inch one I got was like $300 two years ago.
Oh yeah,
Move on up,
That
dog.
guy that I had to hang that TV for, he said he paid like $600,
Cheap
and
as
it's
hell.
a 65-inch smart screen.
It's
smart
a
TV.
It's an old technology that has not caught up with price.
And when you have a wife and kids, you really got to weigh your priorities.
No.
So we have wanted
What?
to get.
What are priorities?
Yeah, you'll learn all about those
Priority.
too.
Am I right, John? Hell yeah.
Hey Siri, what's a priority?
Oh, we're fucked now. Now we got to pay Apple money. It's a copyright. Siri, we didn't say, we said Surrey. Oh, now we got to pay Tom Cruise money. And Katie Holmes. God damn it.
You can edit that out.
No, we can't. We don't have the
Come
technology.
on, John can do it. Have faith.
Try.
You
Have
think
faith.
you think John could do it? Nah, I'm just fucking around. John's terrible at this. So, guys, I cooked today. I made a bunch of food, and I made my own salsa.
Wow.
Okay.
It's
Wow.
fine. It's not that good. It's basically a pepper sauce. I use way too much pepper, and in doing so, I got pepper hand. You ever had that? You're a cook.
Pepper hand.
It's a fucking nightmare, dude. You know when you gotta de-vein the peppers, right? You gotta take the seeds and shit out.
Oh, pepper
and
hand.
you use your fingers.
I
Yeah.
was thinking like black pepper. Sorry. I'm like, what?
Black pepper.
And plus, I wear
Oh.
gloves, so
Yeah,
but where like it burns the tip.
I'm wearing gloves.
It burns the tip of your fingers.
Dude, yeah. It was like pretty rough for a good 2 or 3 hours.
Why
And
use
I
a
was-
spoon?
I used the knife for a lot of it, but then I was like, all right, fuck it. And then like,
Cut it in half.
I know how to do
Take
it
a spoon and just like.
now. Now I know
Super
how to
easy.
do it.
Have
I
you
roasted
ever
them
accidentally taken your contacts out after doing something like that?
first. No, but I did. I'm
It's the
pretty
worst.
sure. I know.
Oh,
That's why
yeah.
I haven't touched anything. They don't hurt really that bad now.
I
Because
really like cayenne
Can't
pepper.
jerk off now.
can't jerk off. You like cayenne?
Oh yeah, I'm a big
jalapenos.
fan of the cayenne pepper, and
You
I
put it on your stuff?
put it on a lot, but I
You're
get
a man of zero flavor. You don't even like sauces.
I don't
Fucking makes me
condiment
sick. I don't
sauces.
like salsa either.
Nope.
You like salsa?
Nope.
It's like salads. What salad?
I mean,
Look at
I'll
this fucking
eat.
guy. You're disappointing the brownest person you know.
Ay, 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 homie.
You're supposed to be an ally.
Yeah.
Guys, I told you I am the most boring person you will meet.
What do you eat? What do you eat?
Salt and pepper? Just salt and pepper on your meat?
That's all right, I guess. Honestly.
Oh, I get rubs and
Okay.
Ooh, I get
just
rubs.
any.
I get rub. I rub out. I rub
I
myself.
do
out
not.
all
you
the time.
listen?
I do not.
Yet.
I can't
You
wait
just
to
don't
get
yet.
married just to bitch about my wife not touching me anymore.
Oh,
The love is gone.
it's real. You don't even have to get married. You just have to propose.
Yeah,
And then
that's
it's
true.
done. It just
Yeah.
dries up like the Serengeti.
Sahara. No, it gets hotter.
Like an old lake. Yeah. So you eat your meat with fucking water. Dip it in hot water.
No,
Nom, nom, nom.
no. If you cook it right, it will still have juices.
Yeah,
in
so you
it.
season it.
Well, yes.
Right. You plop a bunch of shit on there.
Yeah, I just don't do
Um,
condiments, sauces, or
Hot
salsa.
sauce or anything?
Nope.
Wow.
I don't like hot sauce either, but I do
Wow.
love
Ketchup, no,
No ketchup.
ranch, no mayonnaise,
No honey?
I can do honey, but
Okay.
not on meat.
You ever had honey on a pizza?
You never have honey on chicken? I think
No.
that's I think it's a Latin thing. I don't think.
That sounds very
I
Latin.
never. I
No.
guess.
Honestly, my wife tries to come up with like new little things to cook, and
This is
The few
she's
times
just
that
pushing
she
that
does.
boulder up the fucking.
the
up
few
the
times
hill.
that she does.
It's gonna keep falling
But
down.
she made some sort of like lemon zest chicken something,
Yeah.
and she either goes way too hard on whatever spices or whatever the fuck she's
Yeah.
adding, because getting a true fruit flavor with meat is just nauseating to me.
A lemon flavor to a
Yes.
chicken
Yeah.
doesn't sound that great. That's why they put
It's
the
actually
pepper in
very
it to cut the
popular.
lemon.
So,
Well, I
like,
know that.
Lemon on like catfish or something like that?
Yeah,
I'm
I've
telling
heard
you,
lemon
he's
and
gotta dip it
salmon
in
are
water.
Good.
Yeah, lemon and salmon is not bad.
Lemon and stuff is good, but you've got to cut it. More often than not, you just put it there for the acidity.
You have to do, you have to do a much better job
It keeps
of
everything fresh
dispersing
too.
rather than
Carly.
And I think I want to say it's something to do with the peel. Like you literally take a cheese
the
grater.
zest, yeah.
But she added way too much of something because I
fucked up.
tasted basically just lemon and chicken
Yeah.
as two separate flavors.
Mm,
It's not
fun.
Just like
It's not
she
good.
sprayed it with Lysol,
good. yes.
cooked it and fried it and
Cover the odor.
Lysol. Yeah.
Oh, and she will not eat any type of pork.
Good.
Pigs are smart.
You know how long it's been since
Pigs are
I've had a
gross.
pork chop?
You know that you can go to a fucking
Pigs are
Get
gross
the
to
fuck
eat.
out of here.
go to a fucking
Pork is disgusting.
pork's delicious,
Oh
but pigs are
my
cool.
gosh.
You can go to a fucking
I think it's
barbecue
because
place.
I've been deprived so long now.
Go to a barbecue place and get pulled pork.
That's the other
You
thing.
fucking idiot.
Which, if they
We
didn't
need
turn
pulled pork
if
slices
they
at work
didn't
today.
turn the podcast off before at 18, it'll be at 33 because I also am not a fan of barbecue.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's
'cause
good.
You,
Yeah,
well,
I
you
don't
can
like
get
barbecue
you can
either.
get it without sauce,
Well, yeah.
and it's still really good. I don't eat meat at all anymore, but I would give it all up for a fucking one pulled pork sandwich.
Oh, I know
It's
you
my favorite. It's the best.
I know. We used to make many trips to Dickie's just for your
Pigs are cool
pulled
as hell,
pork sandwich.
but they taste great, and the sauce is killer.
Oh, beef too. And she
I'm big on beef.
is
Hot dog. I love a hot dog. That's why I'm morbidly obese. Yeah, she loves chicken.
needless to say, she's dedicated to chicken, and I have had so much fucking chicken that I could go without eating it for
Chicken
years
gets,
now.
Chicken gets pretty old,
Yeah.
especially if you leave it in the fridge too
Yeah, it's
long.
very bland.
If you don't eat your chicken, you guys should. What do you do with your backyard? You got anything going on in there? This is where your dogs run around.
Yeah.
Dog grow some fucking
they have,
vegetables and shit.
They have ruined my yard. We had to
How many
fence
dogs
it in.
you got now?
2.
Just 2.
So did you
Two
buy a
main
house or
ones?
you guys renting?
We bought a house
Nice. Where? We never rented.
right
Gladstone.
after
Weston.
the
Gladstone.
Ethans.
Oh, right after the Ethans.
It's
Okay.
in Gladstone.
We bought the
Nice.
house in Gladstone. Yeah, it's like
Oh yeah,
5
because you guys
minutes
like
from
redid
the
the basement, right?
It was by Marco's Pizza.
Oh, wasn't? Because I remember Aaron saying something about like your guys'. There was the basement. There's a big basement.
That was probably when I was talking
It's
about
half a basement.
moving into their basement without them knowing it.
That's probably what it was.
Mhm.
Dude, I totally would have been down for that too.
Yeah, I know.
But that was before kids and everything else. So
No, you had a couple.
you should.
I think about it constantly. Living in, I just like to leech off people's houses. That's what I've been doing for quite a while.
and I would
honestly.
welcome you with open arms.
I know. I pay my rent. I'm
To
all
have
good to
somebody to talk to during the day would be
That's
fucking
an adult.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone who will talk back in coherent sentences.
go. Uh huh.
Yeah.
You're really badgering your wife,
Well, no, I'm saying she's gone all the time. Like,
That's
she
true.
doesn't get home until
and your kids are
10 o'clock.
children.
And
How
on
old's
top,
what's the oldest one?
Elijah.
Eli.
He
is he 5?
will be 4 in
Jesus Christ.
December.
What's the second one?
And
Egg.
Callum
Egg.
is...
You named him Egg?
Callum?
Callum.
Callum.
Calamine lotion. Yeah.
Yeah.
You named him after a lotion. That
Yes.
helps.
He
Itching.
turned 1 in August.
And then what's the third one going to be named?
We have no idea. We
Quest.
cannot. We had trouble coming up with the second
Fist?
name.
Question.
We've had a girl name for the last
Sesame
2
seed.
children.
Sesame seed?
Sesame.
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 Gotcha.
Sesame. Ooh, sesame. Sesame's pretty good.
Yeah. Sesame.
Name him something like Poppy or some stupid shit.
No.
Give him a dumbass name.
Mustard.
Mustard.
Mustera?
Ooh, mustard. The second half of
Mustera?
mustard is a fun
But see, I
thing
have-
for bullies to play with.
I have 2 boys that their names can be shortened for nicknames.
Eli and
so
Covell.
Eli and Cal.
Callum, yeah.
So I'm trying to come up with a name that I can shorten to 3 letters.
That isn't like a normal name.
Yes. She wants Declan,
Deck.
and I hate it.
Well, they're going to call him Declan.
Well, yeah,
You got to think about
Dickland.
the kids that they grow
And
up.
that's what I think about all the time. I'm
Listen,
like, you know how
kids
many
are more
times
woke
he's
these
going to
days,
hear
Aaron.
this?
I know, but I'll call a kid Dick all the time. if
Yeah,
his name's
that's true. I
Richard
don't
or
think kids
Declan.
are. I think they probably still just
Name the
mean.
kid. Name the kid Eggplant. Call him Egg. I don't see the problem.
Well, you know, my name was going to be Elliott, and
Eli's good.
Grandma
There you got another one.
nixed it because she said they would call me idiot.
Oh yeah,
It's totally true.
that was a good call. Not naming him Elliott.
No.
Elijah.
My name was going to be
Oh, I
Elliott.
know. No, I know. But you learned that lesson
Oh, yeah.
from.
Yeah.
your
You know how
parents.
he got his name?
How you open the Bible and put your finger on
No,
somewhere.
I actually watched the Book of Eli like
I
3
fucking knew
times in a week,
Fucking knew
and
it.
I was so basically Denzel
Lord.
Washington named him.
3 in 1 week. That's crazy.
What a week!
Like-
I've not seen that movie once. I don't know what you're
it's
doing.
Fantastic.
That wasn't one of the DVDs I gave you. I, know
I am
that.
not religious in any way, shape, or form, nor do I
He's
want
blind
any
at the very end of the movie.
association.
I love how at the very that he's blind. It's like, wow.
Don't give it away. I don't
Spoiler
even know
alert.
if you're giving it away or not.
Nor do
Movie's
I
been
want
out long
any
enough. Don't
association.
Give it
with
away!
it.
Give it
Stick
away!
with-
I haven't seen it. I'm not planning on it either.
Yeah,
It's
like-
great. It's
If
great.
you haven't seen Denzel Washington in that movie, then
I
you're not
don't
gonna
care
see
for
it.
his movies too much.
I didn't like American Gangster. I thought that movie was fucking awful. And I'll
Watch
say
it.
it now, and
I
I've been
think the-
saying it for fucking years.
What about
saying
the
it for years.
Equalizer?
Huh?
What about the Equalizer?
The Equalizer?
I like the
It was
geek,
okay.
Equalizer. That guy's lame.
Yeah, it's definitely not something he will be remembered for,
No.
but I thought he did a very good job in it.
I didn't like Man
Coach
on
Carter.
Fire.
Like
I think that
Coach
was
Carter
one of
a
the
lot,
only
though.
ones. I thought that was Samuel L. Jackson.
That's not Denzel.
You guys caught on. Good.
Yeah, way to test us.
Making sure you're paying attention.
It just
You
making
know
sure.
you're black people,
I'm
white
making
people.
sure. Hey, I'm the brown person here, and I'm making sure that you guys are
John
kept
fucked
in
up,
check.
and now he's just putting it on us. You're a bad representation of any
No,
of
I'm
your
doing
people.
exactly
What we would do to
what.
you.
what anyone would do in that
Suppressing you and
situation.
your thoughts.
And this is another example, Aaron.
Yeah. Yeah. Go on. No, name your kid. I can't.
Jupiter.
So his
Pluto.
name's Jew.
Jupe.
And that's our one
I love
Jew joke
you.
for the night.
You got it. I didn't even. You just had to set it up, but I'm knocking him down.
Yep,
Baby.
there we go.
Pull out of 300.
You know,
It's
she
crazy that
actually
movie-
wanted to name him Jasper.
Jazz.
Jazz.
I cannot
Jazz would
name
be
him
good.
Jazz is a
Jasper.
cool nickname.
Jasper said, yeah.
Jazz is cool.
I think
Sounds
of
like a-
Casper entirely too much.
Casper's not a bad. Jasper's like a name you'd name a fucking like a donkey on the farm or something.
Okay, so Brad
Jasper.
Basil,
Old Brad.
his
Old BB,
youngest
the coach.
kid that had
that's
the
right.
Kool-Aid stains in the corner
Yeah,
of his
the
mouth
baby.
He's a
constantly.
girl now.
is
Or
Jasper.
Oh, really?
transitioned.
That's
His
Julian.
youngest kid is?
No,
Oh, okay.
that's Julian.
Julian.
There was Julian, Tori, Victoria.
I forgot Basil had kids at all.
Yeah. I think that he
well,
adopted them.
Oh, so it's from his.
he's on his
wife.
way out of not having any because he
divorced?
disowned Julian when he transitioned.
Man, Basil stinks.
Really?
What's Julian's name now? Julia, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Sometimes when your name is that convenient, it's like if I did that, it would just be the woman's version of
Same
Aaron.
name.
Yeah.
Switched over.
All I gotta do is like fucking. Oh no. You're,
spell it different.
yeah, ERN.
Yeah,
I don't
Aaron
even have to
Flugrad.
really. Oh, I know. Fuck her.
So really,
throwing me
that's
off
kind
my whole
of
life.
sucks.
John, you'd be Jan.
Jan.
Quentin, you'd be fucking
Or Joanne.
Sally or whatever you want to name it. Quentin, you would have the
Quintina.
pick of the Quintina.
It'd be Tina.
Sure.
It'd be Tina or
Tina's not
something.
bad. Tina, well,
It is bad. That is awful.
Bob's Burgers is very Tina. Yeah, probably. I wouldn't go with Tina. We'll figure out the names when.
Unless the name comes with a trailer for me to live in, I'm not doing Tina.
Dude, trailers are cool.
I know. They can be.
They can
if
be.
you do
I've
them
been
right.
looking at a lot of tiny houses and shit.
And if you locate them properly.
Sure. Yeah.
Location is key.
Not in the trailer park.
yes.
Unless
Get
you want to meet cool
Weston.
people. I didn't even know Weston had a trailer
Weston.
park for years.
Yeah, the little tiny one
I
right
never
by
went
the
down
right by
down to
the
that part.
railroad.
Yeah. What an
They
inconvenient
cleaned
place.
it out though, didn't? It's not there anymore.
Yeah, they kicked all the people out.
Did they really
I don't
clean
know.
it out?
I have no idea.
No, I think it's still there.
Is it still there?
It's
Yeah.
got to be there. They can't just displace
do you know any
people.
awesome Weston gossip?
What
Anything
was like
crazy
the
you know?
juiciest shit that happened when you were in high school after both of us?
Yeah, what year did you
left?
graduate?
12.
12. Oh, and we graduated in
I was
08.
9, you were
09.
8.
Yeah, so.
So what was the
Yeah,
some-
he
the
was a
wildest
senior in my freshman geometry class.
Mahalo, dog. I was terrible at
You
that.
sat right next to me, too.
Yeah, I got answers from everybody else. It's great. Colby and Todd and fucking Goodlet and everybody.
And Heskin would see you doing it and just be like, hey, stop.
That was a joke. He
Don't
wasn't even
do
a real
that.
teacher. He didn't even have a fucking degree in teaching. He couldn't legally be there.
And then left there to become a professor at Maple Woods.
Yeah.
So
Maple Woods is a
he
middle
was
school.
one smart guy.
He's very smart.
Very
He just
smart.
didn't
Hey,
his
you don't have
teaching
to.
degree.
And a
You
freak
have to be a professor.
athlete.
You don't
That's
have to
why
have
they
a degree.
fired Weston didn't fire him, but one of the Barman kids was a coach somewhere at a high school that I guess had just won state, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you can't do that because you don't have a teaching degree," so they fired him.
Yeah, you
And I
have
think he got a
you
job at
have to
Weston or
teach a class
Yeah, it's kind
in
of
order
weird
to be a coach.
because then you get all the shitty fat idiots that coach or that teach history. And history's nothing. Anybody can fucking do that.
No, they don't even do that anymore. They just take on like an
Specific
elective
kind?
class that is
Like a college course that's specifically something. Like history. I took a class at
I wouldn't call it a
Woods.
college course because those simplistic electives that the coaches do now are something you absolutely do not need.
Oh, yeah.
The class I took that
puppeteering.
Seiler taught,
What was that?
we watch movies 90%
Was
of the
it
time.
film and literature?
No.
Oh, I took that with Pearl, who's now Miss Payne.
I remember
Whatever.
that class. I
Class
had
was, awesome.
that was by far one of the
Yeah, it's
most
great.
useless classes I've ever taken.
And she
in
was
my
like
entire
going
life.
through like a divorce.
depression. Yeah,
and
she just got
severe
married,
depression.
and
Because
then
her,
she-
yeah.
within months the thing was just falling apart, and then she
Oh,
would miss
that-
so many
That
days.
class was awesome, but also very bad for her.
She got
So,
fired the second year, didn't she?
Leslie,
No.
I think she still works there. I think.
Yeah,
She's still
she's still
working.
there.
Yeah, she just got.
She's got 2 kids,
Yeah, she's
a
married to a different guy.
husband.
Really?
Yeah.
She misses on 420 every year.
I would have
She's cool
hit.
as
I would have
fuck.
hit that.
She's cool as hell, dog. We
Um,
drank with her at
Pretty sure
The
we're
bunkhouse,
related
I
to her
think.
to an extent.
Yeah, probably.
I would have
Oh,
hit
well.
that for sure.
Well, Leslie, you watching this? Not my mom.
Speaking of hitting that,
Okay.
so you know how Weston, it's small town gossip, gets around.
Yep.
That brings a question for you.
Ha! Okay. For me.
So, you being the elder classman, I don't know how this story got around, unless it was true.
Okay. May or may not be true. I'm really interested. Your build-up is awesome. I love this.
But but I remember being told a story of you banging a chick in your parents' basement over on Walnut.
Yeah, okay. Parents'
Old
basement
house,
banging
yeah.
someone.
And
That makes sense.
she was just kind of crazy and hit you to a point of knocking you out.
Oh yeah, she
punch
knocked me
night.
out, and then like I came on her face. Yeah, come to find out. Oh yeah, you know the crazy thing about it? She ended up doing a reality show.
Really?
Yeah,
What was
and
it?
then like a Real World.
Oh.
Catching Kelsey.
No, and then like because she was living out in L.A. when I was living out in L.A. And so yeah, we'd go and have hookah together and get high and
Wow.
Did you guys fuck still?
yeah. Well, like she had big fake tits. Yeah,
Yeah. She was really.
we banged more in
phoning it
high school than we did as an
Where
adult.
did she go to school at? Like Smithville or something?
Easy.
I was going to say, I heard Platte City.
Yeah, this is a.
I
haven't heard.
do
I-
remember that story. I
Oh
wasn't
man,
there.
that's a long time ago. That's a long time ago. That's a different. That was a different John.
I-
That was a different John.
That's half your
I
life
have quite
ago.
the memory.
That's
even
crazy.
stories that I was just told.
Oh
Quentin
man,
remembers a lot of stupid
I told
shit.
you that
Pretty
story.
cool.
Where'd you hear that one? Was it just
Probably at the last podcast.
That's the one I don't remember.
Oh,
is
really?
Where I heard it from.
That's interesting. I'm glad I'm.
I'm
glad
pretty
known
sure
for
I was
that
in
one.
middle school when I heard it,
I'm
though.
glad yeah, because we had a huge party.
You were
I was
prolific.
working at a winery at that time in my
Fertile.
life. Yeah, but my parents were out of town. They were in Hawaii visiting our vacation home over there. And yeah, I had a bunch of people from a bunch of different schools, Platte City, Weston. There was
You were cool as fuck.
no, I just knew people. But yeah,
That
then we
means you're
just
cool.
but we're like where she hit me and knocked me out, we were actually up in the living room.
Yeah.
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 That
I
was
heard
the only
it was
thing that
on a
different.
couch in the
It was on a
basement.
couch.
No,
so-
Well,
no,
the basement's
everyone
where the
was
party
down
was,
in the
yeah.
basement drinking everything. That I was upstairs in the living room
Mhm.
banging
Getting
her on the
punched.
parents' couch because no one was home.
Didn't she want you to hit her?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
wanting me
that-
to hit
yeah.
her and
And then
choke
when he
her,
said
and I was.
no-
That was when I was still like super getting into like I'm like I'm just like I
Tell
just
you
want
what.
to I want to be in you. That's all I really want.
Choking's
you know?
pretty cool.
And then you're like,
Pretty
she's
fun.
like, quit being
Oh,
a
you
fucking
couldn't-
pussy. And then she like close fisted punched me, but like she used like
oh,
the
she
inside.
knocked
Of,
you with the knuckles.
yeah, she like went like that. And
Ah,
yeah, I'm
that
like, whoa.
And then she basically raped you.
No,
You were blacked out.
It was not. I enjoyed every single bit about that. And then because we did it in the morning.
It was consensual
too.
before
in my
and
bed.
after.
Yeah.
Then we did it in my bed downstairs.
A similar thing happened to me when I was fucking dating old Jess. She and I broke up one night, and then she still had my house key, and like got into the basement where I was living.
That's because she's a psychopath.
Well, yeah. But she woke me up by giving me a blowjob, which when all like the Me Too stuff came out, I was like, oh. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, okay.
You really
She
gonna
wasn't
raise your
supposed to
hand
do
on that one?
Yeah, kind of.
But it's not really.
I loved it though. Like I
Yeah.
thought it was cool as hell. Like
Yeah.
looking
That-
back,
that
but
is not-
also like
Yeah, those are
ugh.
dreams.
She
It's-
wasn't allowed in that house at the time. She like broke in, even though she did have a key. She broke in and then
Yeah,
broke
that's
into
how
my
you
wiener.
soften. That's how you soften
soften
the
the break-in.
realization of like, holy fuck, she's here. But
but
you're
when
not
you're-
gonna cry
you're
or
in her mouth.
complain.
When
Yeah,
you're 19, well, I woke up with my wiener in her mouth. So like when I was,
Isn't it great?
I was a kid. I was like, oh, this is dope as hell. This is like a weird
those are
fantasy
like
I never even
birthday
thought about.
wishes.
They're awesome.
Yeah, it was dope, but also very illegal and bad,
Oh yeah,
which
we're
made
not,
it
we're
hotter.
not
No,
frowning
it was
on that.
terrible. I hated it.
We are frowning on that, but
Yeah, we're absolutely. Don't break into somebody's house and force their
Yourself on them.
genitalia in your mouth. There's porn for that.
unless you guys have talked
Get
about it and you
your-
guys are role playing.
If you're role playing, break-in sex, fine.
It's so nice to be able to talk about it now,
Yeah.
like the past, because if you even mention the idea of anything like that now, you are going to be in trouble.
Sure. Yeah.
And it really scares me for my kids
Really,
having
yeah, I guess that would make
3 boys.
Well, you know, I've
Ooh.
noticed
Fuck.
having being an uncle to 3 boys, and one of them being like a preteen. They're pretty understanding of kind of what they're on the internet as much as any of us, right? So they see all the shit that's on it, and they seem like it seems like a relatively respectful generation that knows like. So when you were a kid, right?
What evidence do you have to show of that? And how old is Schaefer now? Jesus
like
Christ.
10 or 11.
To me, he is still 3. Just
to me,
a
he's not alive.
big-headed 3-year-old.
Yeah, he was an alien.
Oh,
I don't know. They just seem nicer than we were when we, because we were kids.
He's
we were
being
just
raised
like,
by Judy. I mean,
yeah, but Judy's
seen
got a
Judy.
dark side. So Judy hates.
okay, or
a
that
lot
dark
of
side
shit.
is what made him nice.
Oh, it's not
but
the dark side. She voted for Trump. Judy,
you
get your
can't
shit
let
together.
Schaefer be your only showcase of that.
Well,
evidence.
children are extensions of the people they hang out with. So like other kids.
That's the scariest part, though, is at a certain point you lose some sort of control over who your kid will become.
Yeah, that's not scary.
My wife and I can raise our kids the best of our ability.
Sure.
But, if say someone, say we raise them to be good kids that, don't judge, don't do this, don't do that. And because they don't do any of that, they kind of take pity on people that are being shit on or people that don't have as many friends. Those people are the ones that you don't always want around.
The kids that suck?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not the truth.
Well,
everybody's got a story.
And speaking in terms of all of us growing up in Weston, of course that's not the case.
Well, and that's the
everyone
problem is
fits
that
in everywhere.
We were in a bubble.
But you can't tell me that you go to a 6A school with a class of 400 kids.
6A?
Yeah.
That's what they're going to go to?
No,
okay.
I'm just saying.
No.
Like, there's bound to be bad apples regardless.
Sure, of course.
But you can't keep tabs on it.
You
like
also can't.
You can
you
at
don't
West
know.
Platte.
I guess, but like you can't you can't judge it off of like.
Well, and you can't judge the kid until
till you know what
there
they're
are
up to.
multiple strikes against that kid.
John
and
was
even
the
then,
fucking most ethnic motherfucker in Weston, and he never did anything wrong except break some hearts.
I did do that a lot.
Yeah,
I
he wouldn't
did
even
break
hit that
hearts.
Never
girl.
broke into anything else.
I mean, God.
You didn't even hit that girl who
Yeah.
was
I
wanted to.
couldn't.
Asking for it.
Yeah,
And she was
begging.
wanting me to do it.
Jesus Christ.
You're a
God,
man,
I can't believe you remembered that. I
Man
can't
of
believe
the
I
Lord.
forgot about that.
I can't either.
That was such a
That
great
is
story
one that goes
I can't believe I did not know
in the
I had in
memory
my back
bank.
pocket. That's the beautiful thing about my life is that there's some things that I
You've
didn't
done
realize-
so much.
I know I've done
Yeah,
so much.
let's
You want
read
to do the
some,
box? Okay, so should we give him a
that was
little
a good-
backstory of what this is?
So John writes down ideas and whimsical wonders and all this shit that on receipt paper that he got from a restaurant that he writes shit on.
Do you remember the one drunken whimsical wonder of that I brought to the last podcast?
No, what was that?
It was questioning whether or not being circumcised controls dick size.
No, it doesn't control dick size.
No, I don't think it does.
No, it controls sensitivity.
Yeah.
Like
No,
you're more sensitive
for sure,
So-
for sure. But
if you're not circumcised.
if you are you
Yeah.
okay? So when erect,
Mm-hmm.
you are at full potential.
Mm-hmm.
You've been that way ever since you were a baby.
Mm-hmm.
If you had
You
that
had
extra,
a rock hard cock when you were a baby.
dude, baby boners are real. It's
No, I understand that,
creepy.
but so
But I'm saying
what you're suggesting is that a circumcision can alter genetics.
no. I'm not saying like I'm not saying I'm gonna
I mean,
throw
if
out
they-
a
if they-
fucking baby arm
Yeah.
if
Cock's gonna be a cock whether you
no.
cut it or
I'm
not.
saying it could
I mean,
It could potentially-
if they do like a botch circumcision.
to an extent, I guess. But
Circumcision.
I'm saying all you've ever known is that when erect, you're at full capacity. You don't have any extra.
This is
Okay.
insane.
Yeah.
Okay, so your body has always known that. It knows no different. You don't know if there is extra length that was potential because you've never seen it.
Okay.
But
So
if you
funny.
Yeah, this is
if
awesome.
you had
The whole time I'm thinking like, this is the clip. This is the clip for the week. This is the clip.
if you had the extra skin though, who's to say you wouldn't get another inch out
You
of it?
said opening up this episode that you were the most boring person. You've had this little.
you've had
fucking
this little thing in
pearl
your-
of
I
whatever.
ran this last time.
Yeah, but you still have not an answer.
And
I don't
what's
think it
funny
does.
is
I don't
you
think-
and I
Insanity.
discussed this years before the last podcast.
I don't think being circumcised or not being circumcised dictates the dick size.
I'm not
like-
saying that it
only
is
the
going to
sensitivity.
strictly dictate it, but I'm saying if you had extra skin, who is to say that you wouldn't get an extra inch out of it?
I get what you mean. But that's just like...
Because erect now, your skin is as tight as it can go.
Yeah, but that...
So you don't have any extra sleeve
Okay.
for play, for room.
I get what you're talking about now. Oh, okay.
So maybe
I'm starting to weirdly
maybe
understand
we're
this more.
unable to develop the full potential because we never had the ability.
Okay, yeah, you're okay. I understand what you're saying.
It's
I
just possible.
I get it because of the scar
it's the
tissue.
same as like
'cause
when they used to
yeah.
lobotomize newborns. Like you never know what they could have been had they not taken that little piece of brain out. You have no idea.
Exactly.
So watch a porn with a dude who's not circumcised. That's what I'm saying. Because instead of it being
They
not
are
covering the
typically
head,
quite large.
they're all large in porn more often than not. 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
So they're pop a dip in, you fucking fisherman. Goddamn mud water loving idiot. So
Uncircumcised person.
Are you circumcised? Yeah, me too. Okay, great.
See, so
A
we're
plus.
the worst.
Well, no, watch
It would be
porn.
really great if one of us wasn't, and they're like, "Dude, I got."
I'm surprised. Well, I'm not. I am surprised John is, I guess.
I got
Like
circumcised
Catholic
late
nation.
in the game. I was like 7.
Good lord. You had to
Did
go
you hear about?
go on the injured reserve for a little bit?
Oh, dude, it was awful. I remember all of it.
Your parents
Did you hear
awful.
recently in the news
Religious. We're
the
religious.
dad that tried to circumcise his 19-year-old son
God.
against his will? Fuck.
So a porn with a guy who hasn't been circumcised, and you notice it because it's like it's not like your dick, right? That's
Well,
why I
sure,
was like,
it
oh,
looks
God,
like
look
a
at that thing.
turtleneck.
Looks like a superhero. He's got a mask on. So
I understand
a
that
funny joke.
it just has extra skin that goes over, but again, who's to say he didn't get a little extra
The
before it stopped?
I think the reason for circumcisions, if what you're suggesting is true, is the reason for them and the reason they are religiously mandated by our Lord and Savior.
Jew.
Good Lord, our Jew and Savior, Jesus.
You have
Christ.
to be circumcised to be a Jew.
I think so.
Yeah, because you have a moidal, and it's a whole big deal.
Yeah.
There's
also
a lot
can't-
of blood.
They also can't get buried in a Jewish cemetery if they have a tattoo.
That's very true, too.
So
Like
what are they
hide
gonna
I'm
do?
pretty sure
Why
if you
hide 'em
try to
inside your butt
convert
crack?
as an adult,
guess.
it's like an option.
A what?
If you try to convert
Oh.
to
really?
Judaism as an adult, that is
Then you also have to get re-circumcised if you're already circumcised, too. It's crazy. There's a lot of things you have to do in the Jew,
Yeah.
being a Jew. It's crazy.
You say in the Jew, like like it's in the fold.
they are a
There it is.
crazy
Yeah. Full of
you're
issues. Why is
cutting
only
off those
religion has
extra
ish in it.
folds. All right, John's thing. May 24th, 2019. So this is just like shit John writes down whenever he's high and like late at night or whatever and can't fall asleep.
Do you smoke pot? Because I smoke a lot of pot.
Smokes a lot of
I
pot.
don't.
Okay, well, I smoke a lot of pot. So this will help to know
That's
that.
okay. That's
So the first thing, you can see all the shit he's written down. It's just like a bunch of nonsense. I didn't fix the problem, but didn't make it any better. Now, you know, based on what he wrote the first time, that probably it may have some kind of like some deeper meaning towards the end of the receipt paper. So, number 2.
This one, I think it. You're loving this one. I saw. You're the
Number 2, I want a rib and chicken plate without the rib. As I said before, it will get deeper.
You hope.
Sports is a good way to get a girl to give you a blowjob.
Wow. Do you have to partake in those sports?
Yeah, you just know about them. He's like, I know about sports. What?
Get over here.
What was I thinking? I wasn't because I was high. That's probably that's why I said
What
that.
is this? They keep tampons in a shoebox at my job.
They basically come in a shoebox anyway.
I guess, but
But no, real. It's legit Under Armour shoebox.
this next one is just a slut soup.
This one's pretty good. I like this one. I'm gonna remember this one. I'm gonna
May
write.
24th was a big day for you. One day I'll figure out why fellow brown people don't ask me to borrow money or my phone. Oh, and it's got a arrow pointing to the back.
They never do.
They don't even ask me for rides.
Yeah, they never. No, brown people never ask me for that kind of stuff. Like other.
This is a test, right? The test is now over. Well, your pen worked, but it's a different colored pen. It's black. This is blue. It's all over the place. This is where shit
I like this one.
Shit like his poem kind of popped out.
Yeah.
God. Okay, this one's pretty short. The cool sup triple crown wife girlfriend boyfriend. Do you remember what this is from?
What date? Was there a date or anything?
No, this is a
cool guy. Triple
cool guy.
Cool guy.
Triple crown. Are you writing down horse names?
No, I think I'm writing down like
Horse races.
Wife. Yeah, a wife. Give it up for wife. Won the triple crown. Girlfriend, second place. Boyfriend, last. Yeah, that one didn't have a date.
Interesting.
Where are you doing that one?
Those are always
Too
interesting.
high.
Oh, that's a long one. All right. Flaming pink cum. That's all that one said. Okay.
That's gonna be the title.
Perfect. We need more cum-related titles. This I think was a segment that you wanted to do on a podcast, and all it is it says Urban Dictionary.
Okay.
I feel like we talked about that on Beer and Friendship.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were so fucking reliant on Craigslist.
Craigslist.
We're
Yeah.
like, this is a dying medium. We got to go where the people are
we
really
should
at.
we should go back to that eventually sometime.
Craigslist.
And just see.
I think they took misconnections off.
Did they finally
I think they did.
do
It's
it?
weird as hell, and it never works.
I know that casual encounters is what they took off. I know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because people were fucking too much and like prostitution stuff.
Okay.
R.I.P.
That makes sense.
Just like Alex Trebek
Yeah, we'll do misconnections.
and Big Cat.
What happened to Big Cat?
She died.
Why?
She died in the hurricane.
Oh,
She drowned.
Oh, fuck, dude. I'm sorry.
That's cool.
Big Cat was his real mom down in Honduras. She was in Mexico City?
San Pedro Sula,
Where?
Honduras. San Pedro Sula, Honduras.
St. Peter's?
San Pedro
Oh, San Pedro
Sula,
Sula.
Honduras.
I've heard of that. It sounded like you were saying St. Petersburg.
I said it really
I
fast.
was
Can't
gonna
play.
say, you kept calling him Brown, and I was like, I vaguely remember hearing
Him being brown?
from Honduras.
Oh.
Yeah.
Honduras.
Honduras.
Rest in peace, Big Cat. You're
Rest in
cool
peace,
as hell.
babe.
I didn't know you, but I bet you were cool. I had to say, I like my dumps like I like my women, brown and salty as shit. Brown and salty as shit.
Oh.
I'm tapping out, dude. I don't know what I was thinking.
It's not dated either. I don't know what this was.
What the fuck? Even I'm like, where were you
It
going?
may have said dips or chips. I don't know, but it looked like dumps. Yeah, I try to figure that one out.
I like my chips like I like my women, brown and salty as shit. That's what
I like when it said dumps.
Yeah, I like dumps.
Gotta play with your writing sometime. I think it's funny. I had to say goodbye to Taco Bell. It's been hard, but all it takes is one sickness. It's so good, though. When you want to leave the world, you eat Taco Bell. This is a suicide note. When you want to feel like you live in a trailer park, you eat Taco Bell. You wrote a poem about your goodbye from Taco Bell. When you want to know what it's like to fuck your cousin, you eat Taco Bell. But I can't because I think of the sickness. God, dude. You're feeling it. I just loved... What? I just to find outlet with fuck my cousin.
What?
I don't know, man. You
Wow.
gotta figure that one out. All right. You wrote a goodbye poem.
I just need to find a new outlet to fuck
Oh.
my cousin.
Oh. Okay.
Good.
Wow. Wow.
Okay. May 16th, 2019. Smells like a tank. Smells like a tangy black man. What? How does a black man smell tangy? They bathe in lemon juice or something, you weirdo?
At first, I thought you said taint. Smells like a taint.
That's all it is. Just one little May 16th was a short one for John. God.
How much do you love this on a scale from 1 to 10?
It's my favorite thing. Easily. I mean, the first two, sometimes it's a dead end, but May 2019 has been pretty good. So this is another May 2019.
Okay. What year? 18?
19.
19. Okay.
May 30th, 2019. The 3 Bs.
Okay.
Barbecue, Build-A-Bear, Buttplugs.
Should that be the title? Build-A-Bear, barbecue, butt plugs.
Oh no.
Yes.
That's a mouthful. Maybe that's a mouthful is a good one. I don't know, man. Pulling out doesn't always work, I heard. You're just writing fucking jokes here. You can go suck yourself, homeless man. You quoted a homeless man who yelled at you.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Black ladies are a handful. Wow. I just said a mouthful, handful. We're really playing around with the past right now. We better stop. We're gonna fuck something up.
I can't write for shit.
Butterfly
like
effect.
that.
No, you're pretty bad at it. It's, July 11th, 2019, right after they signed the independence thing. I still think about. Say that first one. I don't know what that is. I still think about
Salami. But yeah, that's what it is. That's what it said. There's nothing else to say. There's nothing else.
Did you stop eating salami? Because
I mean, I can't eat pork. I don't eat pork. I don't like.
Yeah. They're smart. Pigs are smart.
Woof.
Mostly on days that hurt and I aren't great. I'm feeling rather like an asshole today.
Yeah.
Being yours, falling for a Middle Eastern girl. She shows you her hair.
I dated a Middle Eastern girl, and she used to always wear a hijab. And then I asked her, I'm like, "Hey, can I see your hair?" And she's like, "You probably won't tell anybody." I'm like, "Nope." Which I'm now telling everyone, but I'm not saying her name. Good God!
I think this is this is your workout.
Oh, that makes sense.
A lot of tummy presses.
Tummy presses.
Yep. Okay. The same day. No, it's not. July 30th, 2019. Listening to people talk about sports when they don't have a clue really hurts my heart.
I've said that before. We've done that.
You've written that one down a lot.
Yeah, because it does anger me.
We'll do one more and call it.
That is
quits.
frustrating.
Okay. It does. Doesn't it anger the hell out of you?
Yes.
Kind of
It hurts my
annoying.
heart.
It's a little annoying.
Yeah.
But then you bust in with the confidence of a million dads.
This is
and
true
say,
too.
Well, actually, Phillip Rivers is a Hall of Fame quarterback, and then they're like,
And as we
fuck
know,
you.
that gives you blowjobs.
Yes.
No, this is a thing for a TV show. By the way, Phillip Rivers clearly a Hall of Fame quarterback.
You see that little?
In garbage time, yes.
What does that mean?
His whole Hall of Fame induction is based on garbage time.
Garbage time is when you send in the bad players to mop up.
No. It's when they are down so much
that the defense is just giving
a
a
treatment. All he has to
treatment.
do is throw as far as he can, as many times as he can, get all the yardage.
The problem with Phillip Rivers is that Norv Turner was his coach for half the time, and the other problem is he plays in the same division when Alex Smith turned into the quarterback he was supposed to, and then when Peyton Manning showed up like fucking Hank Aaron.
No.
He did for 2
Don't
years.
pretend like
One of the best teams ever was a 10-6 Chargers team that didn't even make the fucking playoffs because of how the divisions were lined up.
Did it?
Their point differential was like ridiculous. Made no sense.
Did that team also have LT?
I don't think so. I think he retired before then. It was like 2012, I think.
He was probably on the Jets.
Maybe 10 or 12. I forgot about
Which
that.
is awful.
They had what's his face at the tight end, but
Oh, Gates.
Antonio Gates. Shit,
yeah.
they had him up until last
I
year.
know.
Yeah, they've had Gates for almost our whole lives.
he like barely.
He's like
Yeah.
Tom
has
Brady
not
age.
aged.
Well, when you move to LA as a football team, nobody fucking cares about you anymore. Oh, this is more podcast stuff. You got a lot of.
Got a lot of thoughts in the head.
Okay, so back to May. Good. May 18th, 2019. Juicy Lucy, porn title. That's all it says. Juicy Lucy is a hamburger with cheese in the middle of it. You know that?
Is it really?
Yeah, it's up in Minneapolis. It's like
Really?
it's like one of Minneapolis's thing. I ate one last year.
They're actually very good.
Pretty good. It's fine. Pretty cool. I don't know.
It's actually pretty easy to make too.
Yeah, but
If
the
you have
trick
time
is
to
you got
play
to
with
keep
it.
the cheese in it without it exploding out of the meat. So you got to seal it off better. It's hard.
You
to,
basically
it's hard to get that.
make 2 patties, put a thumbprint in the middle of it, and then pinch the edges together.
Who's a dad here?
That was before I was a dad. Restaurant versus
Oh my God.
Restaurant versus Incestaurant? That's
Restaurant
pretty fun.
versus Empire? I don't know. I have no idea.
Was this when you were at the barbecue place?
Yes.
Road beef. Tales from a girl with beef in her mouth. What does that mean? Beef in her mouth is a good title. All right, that's it for that.
All right. Well, we're about an hour and 10 minutes.
a double
An hour and
around.
11. I think that's a good thing to end on.
Christ.
Quentin, thank you so
my
much for
God.
being
Yeah, thanks, Quentin.
Thank you
you
so much
guys
for
for
coming.
having
I know
me.
you're a busy guy and your family and
You have no idea how much this means to
Oh.
just get out.
I
and
know. I'm sure it's
reminisce
awesome.
about the past.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, we'll come do it in your basement sometime.
Yeah.
You know
Little
how?
butt chug.
Fuck, I gotta clean out the basement then. But you know how I was telling you that I really don't have much association with anybody from the past anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Goodlet lived 4 houses away from me
Really?
for almost a year,
What?
and I've
Really?
seen him, and I saw him once.
Did you know that?
I knew for a certain amount of time.
I mean, I
but
guess if he knew that if he didn't know you lived around there, why would he even
think he
tell
did.
you?
But
Oh. The military changed Goodlet.
but I basically took my kids on a walk one day, and I was talking to my oldest, and he heard me from his house, and he comes out saying, "Is that Seymour?"
Yeah.
And I sat down with him and Harrison because he was living with Harrison. Shipman.
Oh.
I sat down with them and talked for 3 hours,
That's where Shipman lives?
and then didn't see him again. And I'm pretty sure he's moved since then.
Probably, yeah.
I'm
So
pretty
it
sure
goes.
Todd and them live around me too. But
They do live in Gladstone, as far as I know. I saw Lori not too long ago. His mom. That's his mom's name, right?
yes.
Yeah. He wants to get Todd on the podcast at some point, too.
Yeah.
He's like a musician.
Oh yeah.
So that makes sense. You got to get an artist on instead of a landscaper. What do you do? Construction? You a manscaper?
You work for
Construction.
the Four Seasons
Yeah, you
Construction
work at the
superintendent.
Four Seasons landscaping company. in
landscaping
Philadelphia.
company.
No.
I'm glad we barely talked about politics.
Yeah, I'm really
That's
glad.
pretty cool.
So am I. Kind
You
of
and I
tuckered out on
never-
it.
Yeah, it's great. We never talked politics. I don't think that we should.
I'm
do any of
uneducated
that.
on it, so it wouldn't
Yeah,
it
you are
wouldn't go
stupid
anywhere.
as fuck. You're dumb as hell. Your kids are going to be great. That they won't know anything about politics.
Oh,
Good
that's
for them.
That's
Their
important.
Good for
mom.
you. Good for
Oh,
everyone.
man. Well, your mom's smart. Or your mom. Their mom's
My
smart.
wife.
Your mom is smart. I love your mom. I gave her a shirt. Did you see that?
You gave me mini shirts when I was a kid.
No, I gave your mom a shirt.
One of the
I
ones
make
you made?
shirts. Yeah. It says cool on it. It's in bleach. I was fucking around with some
Nice.
tape, and I put it over the shirt and sprayed the shit out of it with bleach. It's pretty cool.
Good job.
I am a talented
Absolutely.
You're trying.
person.
You're doing
I'm
something.
definitely trying.
Something.
Anyway, buy
It's
my
more than
fucking shirts. This is the Aaron and John show. I have a show this Sunday at the Comedy Club of Kansas City. Jordan Silver and friends. She's from the radio. I'm doing that show. And then December 2nd at the Truman. Socially distanced. Masks.
Must wear one.
$15. If you don't wear one, we're going to kick you out. Because it's already kind of a morally inept thing to do, having an inside show. But wear your fucking mask and won't be a problem. John, hit me with your best pot.
I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to. Follow me on all my social medias at John D. Clouds. It's literally the same name. It's the name that you subscribe to on this channel.
John.
Watch this. Yes. And Tuesday, you can check out my solo podcast. Every Thursday, it's the Aaron and John show. I think we're
Every
going to do
Monday is the Cool Baby podcast.
is that what we're going to do Monday?
I usually
Well, that's
upload
when
it
you-
the night of.
That's when you upload it. Then I
Oh.
think the video format of it will start going on Sunday.
Okay,
I think we're going to start doing that.
great.
And because I want to see what it looks like when I upload a video on the weekends.
Yeah.
On my channel, just to see what it looks like.
Fucking, yeah. See what happens.
And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be good, be safe, and rest in peace, Alex Trebek. And again, rest in peace,
Herman
Big Cat.
Cain.
Herman.
Wear gloves when you make salsa. Don't be dumb.
Yeah, please. Be safe, guys. Bye.
Sayonara.
All right, bye.